Welcome to my page. Hello, hello, hello. I am getting my baby wipes here ready. I have water, I've got this. All right, let's go to here. Broadcasting. Guys, you can get in the club for 30% off on top of your regular 30% off if you're a Perks member. So from now through the 12th, you can get your first month subscription 30% off. So we're going to do the club today. So welcome, welcome. Let's see, is this already keyed up? I got so many things plugged in, it's kind of nutty. All right, let's see if this will hold. All right. Hi everybody, it's Nancy. Hope you're having an amazing day. If it says was live right there, that means you caught the replay. Just type hashtag replay, that way I can welcome you. We are going to do a reverse canvas today, which I have not done one of these probably in a year. It feels like a long time. Anyhow, I get these in a 10-pack at Walmart. 10-pack or 8, I don't know. They come in a big pack. They're pretty inexpensive, and you can work on the front surface if you want. But what I think is kind of pretty, and anytime I have a craft with this reverse canvas, somebody always comments, oh, I really love that frame or whatever. So we're going to do that today. So when you get here, say hello. Type the word December for the latest and greatest Black Friday deal. Not Black Friday, but 12 days of Christmas deal. I guess we have so many deals going on. Let me tighten this. The latest and greatest on the 7th, 7th? I think it's the 7th day of Christmas. You guys, you can enroll in the club for 30% off. And if you're already a Perks member, you're going to get your 30% off and then another 30% off your first months in the club, the first month. So we're going to do the club today. Let me bring you guys over here. And I am just cutting with my X-Acto knife on the outside of the staples so I don't have to pull all those staples out. Call it lazy, call it genius. It's what I'm doing. So we should just be able, once we get all the way through, to be able to just pull this off. The corners, they're double layered, so I have to go over them a couple times to get through all the layers. We're very close. We're very close. How's everybody's day? Hopefully you saw my post this morning. We have lots of fun things happening in our family right now. We're going to have, both of our kids are now engaged as of yesterday. Hello, hello. Hi, Lori and Cheryl and Mary and Tammy. Hello. Hi, Kathy Lang. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're good. So like I said, today's 7th day of Christmas is enroll in the club from now through the 12th at an extra 30% off beyond your Perks or designer subscription. If you're a designer on my team and you haven't enrolled in the club yet, you will get the first month off 30% cheaper beyond your 40%. And this is a super cute one for winter. Keyword today is December. So type the word December and check your messages. So here's our frame. I wasn't planning on this having these staples here. That's so unfortunate. We'll work on that in a minute. Darn, that's not good. That's makes me unhappy right here. What can we do? I want to cover these staples or just pull them out, to be honest. I'm going to say I don't think I have ever seen the staples in the front. Why would they do this to me, huh? Let's see how hard it is to get them out. A lot of times, it's not that hard. thing comes apart, then we'll just glue it. Usually, you never know what you're going to get under these canvases. Sometimes you get a really pretty frame, sometimes it's a little janky. If it's a Dollar Tree frame, usually it's pretty plain. But usually these ones from Walmart do not have these staples in the front. Hey, Jan, how are you? All right, these are going to be decently easy to get out, I think. Let me just get this last one pulled there. And then we'll get my dad's needle nose pliers and pull these out. Thank you, Jen. My husband bought it for me a while back. I don't remember if it was my birthday last year or what, but it honestly is super cozy. And I love wearing it. Goodness gracious, here we go. This part was unplanned, but we got to go with it. We got to go with it. Hi, Jessica Morgan. How are you? Thank you, Jan. I appreciate it. He was super excited. Boy, he had a lot of balls in the air trying to get that organized, his proposal. And he had a buddy helping him, and she was completely surprised and super excited and all the things. So I think we're going to end up with 2 weddings within probably, I don't know. We don't know. I'll let you know as it comes. As it comes. Let's see if I can. We may just fill this area with some glue. Maybe we can cover the corners with a snowflake or something. That will be the plan. We'll cover the corners with a snowflake. Lori, if you saw my main page, or you saw my post this morning, maybe you missed it, he proposed to his girlfriend. What did I miss? Why is he in France? Well, the girl he's been dating lives in France now. She was here, and then she lives in France, and he proposed. He's been there a long time visiting her. He's a little bit in the off season for work. So he's been out there, but he told her he was leaving and didn't leave, but went to Paris. And his buddy came and brought the ring that he had bought a while ago. And then he surprised her and proposed. She's very excited. We got the call at like 6:45 in the morning, which was planned, and it's fine, but it was early. Thank you. It is cold, Donna Schiller. It is gross and wet. It's like just misting and windy. The wind is what does it in Texas. You don't get this kind of wind in Michigan. So if it's like 40 and rain, it's not it's not great. But here, when it's 40 and rain, it's also like wind blowing at 20 miles an hour. It makes it so much worse, I think. So it's gross. But we just got in. We ran some errands. Went to lunch. Had a few Christmas things to grab, so we did that. And now we're home. And I said, Jace, I got to go live. So here I am with you. Snowing and freezing in Ohio. Oh, I bet. I'm pretty sure we're going to Michigan for Christmas. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a white Christmas. That's I'm thinking. The way things are going, unless they get like a temperature shift and it rains or something. We shall see. Okay, we're going to get our frame all stained. I'm using espresso and some water. And just staining our frame. And we will just cover up our corners is the plan. with something. Something. We'll figure it out. Ugh. Hi, Lena. How are you? You get all the snow where you are, Lena. Okay, this is pretty much stained. Got our corners, got our edges. All right, that is good to go. We're gonna set this aside. Hello, Ellen. 5 to 6. Oh, gross. So much snow over there. So much snow over there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this not cut for right this minute. We're going to flatten this out and we're going to paint it. Now yesterday, the 6th day of Christmas, you can get this paste duo, guys. Amethyst and Cadet for the price of one. So it's 2 for the price of 1. If you are a Perks member, do I not have one of these open already? I guess I didn't open it. If you are a Perks member, it'll be your price for the 2, I believe. Whatever your price is for 1, it will be your price for 2. It's a duo, so it'll show up both of them together in your cart. Now, I don't think, Lena, you either like the cold or you don't. I don't think you get used to it, is my opinion. And you get Cadet, which is this beautiful blue. So you get purple and blue for the price of just 1 color, you guys. It's going to be amazing. Now, what did I decide? We don't need the purple just yet. This is called Amethyst. This is the paste duo. It will be under What's New. And I think it's also under Specials. But we're going to take Cadet and we're just going to paint our canvas. And the reason I didn't cut the edges off yet is because it'll just make it easier and I won't hopefully get too much paste on my desk. Some of this will end up cutting off, but I just love that, you guys. Cadet is the perfect color for any blue that you're going to do. If you're patriotic or winter, whatever, Cadet is perfect color. I just love it. And I may just do what it looks like with 1 coat. So we're going to do this part. And then let this dry. And paint some other things. And like I said, the club this month, from now till the 12th, you can enroll in the club for 30% off. So if you're thinking about it, you want to do it before the 12th, so you can save a little bit of extra money there. It's one of those fun 12 days of Christmas things. And this month, we made the socks that are hanging right here in my VIP group on Friday. Every Friday, I go live in my VIP group with another idea for the design for the month. And I try to do the club that you get also, okay? Jen, for the club, you mean? How do you get your club early? Are you enrolled in the club, Jen? Thank you, Vicki. I appreciate you. 20 for a high in the morning. That is terrible. Jan, you live in a cold, cold state, my friend. Okay, so we're going to set this aside also. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Okay, now I'm just going to grab one of my tape boards. I guess this one. And what we're going to do with these, okay, so this is our club transfer this month, okay? You get all the minis, right? You're going to get your pair of socks. You will get 3 ink singles. What are my colors? Oh, yes. Hang on. No, not white. Oh, here it is. You're going to get Ocean Mist ink. you're going to get Couture Teal ink, and you're going to get Tide ink, okay? And that's so you can make these cute socks that are behind me and wash them and dry them and all the things. But then you can take your paste and use these transfers on so many things, okay? Now I am going to use the cutouts, some of the cutouts that I made. On my Etsy site are all the cutouts for all the club. It's called, if you're searching for it on Etsy on my page, they're called December Club Cutouts. And we're just going to use these 4 in the words warm and cozy. And I decided I'm going to paint these in white. No, that's right, Jen. No, that's 100% accurate. You didn't do it wrong. You did it correct. When you're a designer, you do not enroll under me. You enroll under you. Okay? You're still on my team. You're still all the things. That's the way it works. You buy from you. You don't buy from me. Customers, people who are not designers, they buy from me. So it would say me as their designer, but you are your own designer. That's how it works. But you can get your club early, Jen. So right now, Jen, as a designer, and this applies to anybody that's a designer, after the 6th of every month, this is a bonus for being a designer and with the club, you guys. It's really cool. So if you are a designer and you are enrolled in the club, you can't just buy it, right? If you are enrolled in the club, then on the 6th of the month, when you make a purchase, anytime after the 6th, you can, in checkout, it will show the club there for you for next month, and it's actually already in my cart, and I already ordered it. So you can get January's club, Jen, with your next order, if that makes sense. So if you decide to go today and get the Paste Duo, you can, it's called the Club Add-on or Add-in program. You just go in the cart area, it's right under the color of the month. You go there and you click Add to Cart, and then they won't, oh, that's okay, Jen. I mean, that's okay, Ellen. They won't charge you in January because you're going to get it early. Does that make sense? So that's how I get my club early. And the 6th of every month is when I go and get my color of the month and my club and all my things. And then that way I have my club on the 1st. So there's a little lesson. Hopefully that helps. Okay. Is that why it let me get January? I did, or yes. Yes, you can do that every single month, Jen. So I always plan as a designer to make a purchase on the 6th because it can be the smallest purchase. And then you can just add your club in. You do have to purchase something, but I mean, I almost always need something. So that's the deal. That's the bonus for designers in the club. Because otherwise, if you're a Perks member or you're a just a retail person, it's in the club, you get your club is charged on the 5th, and then you get it about the middle of the month. That's how it works. What's awesome about the club too is that you don't get any shipping charges. It's very awesome. You get a welcome gift from me, all the things. Okay, so I do almost always with white, I need 2 coats. Because my MDF, you know, it absorbs. I think that's going to be cute. Now, another cool thing, actually, as a designer, you can get the club and not be enrolled in it. You just can't get it early. So if I was not enrolled in the club, but I am a designer, on the 15th or the 16th, I think it's the 15th of the month, I can go in and order that bundle if I want to. If they're, well, it's always while supplies last. So if the club were to sell out that month, you wouldn't be able to get it, but you get to pick and choose as a designer. It's pretty awesome. one is not sticking to my tape. All right, let's get our warm and cozy all done. Awesome. Hopefully that answers your guys' questions about the club and how it works and how it's different from Perks or Designer, all the things. All right, what we're going to do is dry this. Hi, Juan. How are you? Mary Hardy, I don't know if I said hi. Hi to you, Mary Hardy. Okay, everything's dry. Now, while it's mostly stuck to my chalkboard here, or my sticky board, I'm going to sand everything just lightly, just to smooth out my paint. This makes life easy when you're ready to chalk. I don't want to say this part is optional. I'm just saying this will give you the best result. How about that? The smoother your surface, the better it's gonna look. Okay. Okie dokie. Now what you want to do, the next step is you're going to wax everything. Wrong. I don't know why I even keep this one. I gotta be in the mood to throw things away, you guys. Are you like that? I hang on to things that there's just like a little bit left or a tiny little whatever, and I think, oh, I'm gonna use it. And then it's just in my way all the time. And then I get annoyed and I chuck it. Is that how you are? Hi, Tracy. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for sprinkling. Okay, so I waxed everything. And you know what? I'm just doing it on my taped board because then I don't have to hold it. It makes life simple. I don't always remember to do it that way, but it really does make it easier. Okay? It makes it a heck of a lot easier. Okay, let's do this now. So cute. Now, we're going to take our pieces and we are going to, I need warm and cozy. I need whatever that's called, hot chocolate mug. We need the hat. And we need the penguin. Apparently those are my favorite because those are the ones I did yesterday. And I do have these. Oh, I did say I was going to do this. Well, we might need to. I might need these 4 little snowflakes, which I did not. Oh, we'll leave them. This is going to be fine. This will be fine. Okay, so I'm just using my shirt to fuzz these. Now this is warm and cozy. What I'm going to do is just flip this over. When it comes to letters, and especially when they're small, I think it's sometimes just easier to flip your transfer over, flip over your letters and put them on this way. If you need to adjust them, wait, what am I doing here? This way. That was backwards. You might need to adjust them a little bit when you flip it over, but sometimes this is just easier. Especially if you have individual letters. This is kind of broken up into 4 pieces. This is going to be cute, cute, cute. Okay, and then we're going to take our coffee mug and line this up. We're going to take our hat. Oh, I need the ice skate also. I need the hat. And these all are going to fit perfectly with the cutouts, okay? Here's the penguin. And we're just going to keep this super simple. We are going to, How do you wash your rice? Jen, I use a Dawn dish soap and just scrub it, but I haven't washed mine in a long time, as you can tell. And I'm just going to keep this super simple and do this all in amethyst, okay? Thanks for sprinkling, Lena. I appreciate you so much. So let's get a squeegee. And I meant to grab my black one from Black Friday, but I forgot. And we're just going to keep this easy and do everything in this beautiful bright purple. You just press your paste in and scrape it up. Any excess. Okay, so there's one. Hit that heart button for me if you're watching. It keeps my post going. It tells the powers that be, hey, people might like this video, so that really does help me. Please, 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 and thank you. Like I said, we're just doing all these in purple. You can do as much detail as you like. But I want you guys to see these colors together because they're so pretty. Okay, there's our skate. Isn't it such a pretty? It is the perfect, in my opinion, we have a few purples on the site. There's Wisteria, which is a really light purple, which I suppose serves its purpose. And then we had Regal, which is a deep purple, but it's a little different. This one is my favorite purple. Absolute favorite. So before it sells out, because this is not a permanent color, I wanted to be able to show it to you. So what, if I were you, I would do each cutout separately. And again, you actually don't even have to use cutouts. You could use paper. Oh, it looks like a deep blue. Well, once you see it with the blue, maybe you'll change your mind. Like this is blue. Can you see the difference on the, does it look different now? Because this is royal blue. This is a blue Sharpie. It's not at all blue. It's 100% in person. I just want you to know, it is not even, it's not blue. I want you to not be surprised when it comes. Sometimes it's easier to see it next to a different color to see. My W was a little bit off. But regardless, it's still pretty. Still pretty regardless. All right, we got warm and cozy, which is what we all want to be this winter. Warm and cozy. All right. And the O is distressed, just so you know. Okay. Then we're going to do my hat, and that'll be our last piece. Get that all pressed in. All right, get that put away. Pull this up. And then we can start assembling. Okay. Now, like I said, you have through the 12th to get the extra 30% off on the first month's club, which will be this one. Okay. And you'll get your welcome gift from me. And if you were in the VIP group, on Friday, I'm just drying this. I wanted to blow everywhere. You know, I have special happy mail for those who enroll this month in the club or perks. So make sure you enroll this month. Lots of goodness. Okay, I've got a couple little things that are annoying me right now. Let me get a chalk marker really quick. Do I want this one? We'll see if this works. I guess I didn't get my air bubbles out of this one very well, so I'm just cleaning up a couple things with my bright white chalk marker. Just a couple spots that I did not do that. So everything is fixable, you guys. Don't ever stress. If you get a bleed, you can always paint your bleeds your base color. No big deal. And a chalk marker works the best. And is honestly the easiest. And if it's bright white, it'll look great with the bright white paste. Well, hello, Amy. How are you? Thank you for catching me live. All right, let's get all this put together now. So what we want to do, and I might even just use hot glue today. So let's get that going. We're going to do a little measure here. And just making a little lines because I'm going to have to cut inside this line, but it's going to help me with a guide. So you just want to make a plan. You want it to be so you can staple it to the back of this. So I'm going to cut just on the inside of this line that I traced. It doesn't have to be perfect. You actually don't need, I'm going to staple mine, but you could, if you don't have a staple gun, you could glue it. It's fine. I just think stapling it is way easier. Okay, so you usually have to trim it more than once, but I'd rather have it, you know, I'd rather have it, ooh, this one might be good. I mean, maybe a smidge more. Just on 2 spots here. Okay, so just a smidge more on this part. I don't want it to hang over. You don't have to be this technical about it, but I don't want it to hang over, so I'm just putting it where I want it and then trimming it just a little bit more. It's just the way I do it. You want to make sure you trace it on the outside, not the inside, or it'll never fit. This is good enough. Sweet. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my staple gun. This might be a little loud, so turn your volume down here for a second. Thank you for sprinkling, Jessica. I appreciate you. That helps me a lot also reach new people. Okay. And then I'm going to put 1 staple in the middle on each side. I just got my staple gun at Lowe's. Perfect. Okay, now the one thing I didn't do that I said I was going to do, but we're going to get it going now, is we're going to stain Actually, let me just get this out. While we're doing this, we're going to get this going. I have 4 little snowflakes. These come with the design here. I decided I'm going to have them the same color as the frame, at least around the edge. So we're just going to stain them and let those dry while I work on getting my thing together. Okay. Okay, now we're going to make our plan. This is so pretty. Very wintry. I'm going to put the "and" in the center. Or at least I thought it was in the center. Not sure where I put everything on here. Oh, that's right, because I'm doing it this way. I'm like, why doesn't this lay out right? Because I'm doing it this way, you guys. We're doing this vertically, not horizontally. If you had like a 9x9 frame, that would work with all the cutouts. You could put them all on. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Just like this. My glue gun is ready, so I'm just going to hot glue these to the canvas. And this is a terrible glue gun. It's just going to drip all over everything. What do you guys think? I don't know what you're saying, Jen. I'm not sure. If the outside edge is hanging, I can trim it later. I'm not worried about that. Thank you, though. Not that worried about it. So I'm just doing a little bit dab of hot glue. That should be fine for this. You could use wood glue. I normally use wood glue with my cutouts, but I think if you're doing it on canvas, it could be pretty, it'll stick pretty good like this. Okay. I think that's all straight. Okay, now, so we can cover up our corners. We're gonna do one quick thing. You like it? I think it's so pretty. I think it would be good, also cute also, if you did the base in purple and the items in blue. Like if you reversed it. Okay, these are fine. These are dry already. Stain the same color as my frame. And then these pair with these, okay? So I'm just going to, what am I gonna do? Let's start with one. There's one. And then we'll just chalk these in bright white. 2. I did not sand or wax these. I think it's going to be fine. This goes this way. Since we stained it, we didn't do like a thick coat of paint. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so we're just going to use 4. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Lois from Vermont. Appreciate you very much. Okay, I'm going to get all this glue on my desk. Dun, dun, dun. I need a squeegee. Here we go. Okay, so we're just going to take a little bit of that chalk paste, press it into our, to our snowflakes, these little ones. And then we're going to lift this off. Oh, that's going to be so cute. I think I'm just going to put one in each corner. Really just to hide that imperfection there. These are reusable. You can wash them with just water and a board eraser, and then you'll be able to use the designs over and over. Okay, I've got so much paste on my hands. Thanks for the sprinkling. I'm glad you guys love it. Let's just dry this. Oh, shoot. That cannot happen. Okay. This thing, I need a new glue gun, you guys. Maybe that'll be a Christmas present to myself. Brand new glue gun. All right, let's get this dry. And then we're gonna take our, actually, I don't think it is sticking up. Not really. Okay, we're gonna take our piece. I think it'll be a little easier to put glue in the corner. This makes it. You could do as many of these as you like. But how adorable is this? All right, guys, what do you think? Isn't these so cute? How fun is this? Hit that heart button for me, sprinkle the video, type the word December, check your messages, and you can enroll and play with this club at 30% off. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me on Sunday. I will see you again tomorrow, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Bye.